We are gathered here today to sip some tea, honey, so make sure you guys have your teacups ready because this tea is what? Piping hot. Hey, you guys, it's your girl T. So I wanted to come on here and talk about the whole Tomi Lahren situation, honey. Everybody and their mama been asking me to do a video on this situation. Honestly, I didn't care one way or another. I'm not a fan of this blonde bimbo. Y'all know how the hell I feel about Tomi Lahren. Fuck Tomi Lahren, okay? Recently, her ass got suspended. I don't know, they're talking about possibly firing her because she said some stuff on The View that Glenn Beck and the Blaze did not agree with, okay? I want to go back to when she decided to talk all this shit about a day without women. So if you guys don't remember, a few weeks ago, a lot of women protested work and other things and wanted to make it clear to the world that if we had a day without women, you know, a lot of things would just fall by the wayside. And instead of Tomi Lahren, who herself claims to be a woman, supporting this, she decides to go in on them, talk shit. She's just fucking annoying. She reminds me of a damn mosquito that I want to just damn swat, okay? Anyways, this is what this broad had to say about the whole day without a woman situation. So Tomi, Tammy, Tarantula, Tornado, whatever the hell you want to call her, Lahren, this is what she had to say about the day without women's protest, okay? So she says, I didn't wake up this morning worrying about what protest color I'd wear or what the world would do without me because I didn't wake up feeling like the victimhood narrative was a part of my story. I didn't wake up and tell myself I deserve special treatment because I have ovaries and a menstrual cycle. Real women don't need to remind the world every day that history once slighted us. Real women don't wake up and skip work to march for abortions and paid contraceptives, and that true equality does not mean special treatment. And then during that time, she also went on to play a video of Madonna telling the crowd that she was going to blow up the White House.
I'm angry. Yes, I am outraged. Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
So then Tomi Lahren says to Madonna's video, to the young ladies wondering what it takes to be a real woman, this isn't it. I could use a day without nasty feminist BS masqueraded as women's rights. Yes, some challenges may be a little greater for women, but let me tell y'all, if I feel a whole hell of a lot better to overcome those challenges than to complain about them or use them as an excuse to fall short. All right, so you guys just heard what Tomi, whatever the fuck her name is, Lahren, had to say about the whole day without a woman. So she was very, very vocal. She's very much against abortion and paid contraceptives and, you know, called women, you know, said that women were using like, you know, this whole woman card as an excuse for victimhood, okay? So then she goes on to The View, and once again, her being the wishy-washy hypocrite that she is, that we all have seen because there were old tweets of hers, and this bitch was like the most liberal bitch, honey. You wouldn't even thought it was Tomi Lahren. Okay, the stuff that she was saying. But now that she's getting paid to troll black people, now all of a sudden her views are different. But her damn microchip wore off on The View because her real views came to play. So while she was on The View, they asked her about how she felt about, you know, the government being involved in women's, you know, bodies and stuff like that. And she basically said that she doesn't want the government involved in her guns or her body. So this is what she had to say on The View. Go ahead and check this out.
No, I'm pro-choice, and here's why. I am a constitutional you know, someone that loves the Constitution. I am someone that's for limited government, and so I can't sit here and be a hypocrite and say I'm for limited government, but I think that the government should decide what women do with their bodies. I can sit here and say that as a Republican, and I can say, you know what, I'm for limited government, so stay out of my guns, and you can stay out of my body as well.
It's no secret that Tomi and I don't agree on quite a lot. If you can't defend the idea, that leads to the second part of the discussion, which is the people calling for Tomi to be fired.
All right, so you guys just saw the video from the Huffington Post about what she said on The View and then what her boss, Glenn Beck, had to say. So she was literally suspended. So she took to Twitter to try and, clean up the whole, abortion thing. And she's saying that I'm not glorifying abortion. I just personally don't advocate for it. But I don't think that it's the government's place to dictate. So that's what she stated, and she also sent out a bunch of the other tweets that you guys saw in the video. Now, I will say this, even though I don't like this blonde bimbo, she's not my cup of damn tea, okay? I do agree with what she had to say on The View. I do agree with her that it's not the government's place to regulate what happens to a woman's body. What happens to a woman's body is her business. And so I don't believe that the government has the right to dictate, birth control and abortions and stuff like that. Am I for people using abortion as a form of birth control? No, I'm not. Okay. But there are certain situations where some women need that choice, and that choice should be there for some women. Okay. Now, with that being said, what I find funny is the hypocrisy of the conservative community. Now, when she was bashing black people and coming up with these fucking screwed numbers that she was pulling out her ass and calling Black Lives Matter the new KKK and just making up statistics and just saying what the hell she wanted to spew against black people, against gays, against Muslims, it was cool. But the second she has her own thought, the second that she doesn't agree with, with the whole abortion situation, the government being involved, now all of a sudden these damn conservatives, they turned their back on her like she wasn't shit. So the whole situation was crazy. When I tell you the damn internet was celebrating and laughing, like nobody gave a fuck that her damn conservative counterparts turned their back on her. A lot of folks on social media found it funny. So go ahead and check out these tweets, these comments, and what folks had to say about Tomi Lahren getting suspended. Check this out, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary. you guys just saw the comments, the tweets, and what folks had to say. So now on top of that, Trevor Noah spoke about this yesterday on The Daily Show and basically stated that he agreed with Tomi and that, her position was right on, the whole government staying out of women's body stance. But that unfortunately, because, of who Tomi is, he really can't protest on her behalf because she literally has an issue with any protest coming from black people. So now on top of that, Trevor Noah also posted this GIF and Tomi Lahren retweeted it, and this is what she had to say about that GIF. Trevor Noah, part of the joke is saying, I want to protest for Tomi, but unfortunately there's no type of black people protest that she's comfortable with. So after Trevor Noah posts that GIF, Tomi Lahren has a smiley face emoji, laughing out loud emoji. And she says, love you, Trevor. I wouldn't ask you to protest for me, but I do appreciate the shout out. I found that funny how Tomi Lahren doesn't denounce that part. She doesn't say, oh no, Trevor, that's not true. She totally ignores that part and just thanks him for the shout out. Basically showing her true colors, that she's a bimbo and a racist and that she does not agree with anything when it comes to black people unless there's a black penis attached to it, okay? So as far as Tomi Lahren getting suspended, honey, I could care less. She's thanking all these women for having her back, even though, we disagreed. At least we can come together as women. No, bitch, I didn't forget what you said during the whole Women's Appreciation Day. So no, bitch, don't try and come now and do this whole kumbaya sisterhood shit. And now you're happy that women are surrounding you with open arms. Not this woman. Because that's the thing, Tomi. You're a hypocrite. You like to have your cake and eat it too. You really don't have a stance. It's just, wherever you can make money, wherever you can slide into. And if you can have women agreeing with you, you're going to kind of go this way. And if you can have your conservatives having your back, you're going to snake over this way. You're fake as shit. I'm one woman who I may agree with what you said. I don't like you as a person. I don't like your stance. I don't like your demeanor. I don't like anything about you. And like I said, I read you guys everything she said during the whole A Day Without Woman. And now this same broad is looking for women to basically have her back, and she's trying to thank women when just a month ago you were shitting on women. So fuck Tomi Lahren and her suspension. I hope she gets fired. We all know she ends up getting fired. She's gonna go to Fox News. You know what I'm saying? She's just basically the face of racism and conservatism, dressed up in a pretty package. Because the shit that she says, if Glenn Beck was to say it, they would want his head. But because she's, this little young, ditzy, cute little 23-year-old blonde, she gets away with the bullshit because she's supposedly cute. You know what I'm saying? But again, I could give a shit less about her suspension. I'm just doing this video because I had so many requests to do it. I see through her bullshit. She gets no praises or props from me. You know what I mean? I can be mature enough to say that, yeah, she really didn't say anything wrong this time. But as far as praising her, giving her props, fuck her and the damn pony she rode in on. So anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire crazy situation. Once again, concerning Tomi Lahren getting suspended by the Blaze. Do you guys feel like, she's being sincere when she's saying, she's happy that women can come together? Or do you guys remember her bullshit, rant that she had on the Blaze disrespecting women? And then also, how do you feel about her and what she said on The View? Do you agree with her stance? Do you feel like, no, you need to, be one way or another? And how do you feel about Glenn Beck basically, suspending her and possibly firing her from the Blaze for having a difference of opinion, which to me is just total hypocrisy. He claims that he wants people to have different views from him, and then the second she has a different view, now it's all of a sudden off with her head. So, the whole situation is crazy, but again, this is a bunch of conservative news bullshit that I don't care about one way or another. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.